Holy cow, you want to go to a car show? Take your pick.
Oh, we were up way too late last night. Don't watch TV while trying to edit video. Don't do it.
Alright guys, so we are pretty much all the way through the day already. Didn't take you to work today because, you know, that's no fun. It's boring. Nothing to see really. But as I was saying yesterday, you know, there's some things I've been thinking about, trying to figure out kind of where I should move, where I should go and such, because you know, I'm not terribly enjoying my job right now. I've got projects I want to work on and such, but I've got a lack of garage space. I've got a lack of my own space. And so one of the things I'm trying to figure out is where's a place that has kind of could basically support the lifestyle I'm wanting to live right now. There's a number of requirements and things that I'm looking at and trying to take into consideration as I'm looking at different cities. Now obviously one of the things that we want to make sure where we move to has is a good car culture. And so, you know, as I'm sitting here trying to figure out, alright, what city should I consider? And so going off car culture, I start, you know, trying to look around, see what there is out there. And funny enough, on here we've got, alright, what's America's most car-obsessed cities? Ranked cities based on, so here on Men's Health, they rank them based off of a number of criteria. They did money spent on car audio, bodywork, paint jobs, car care products, which, you know, some of this I read and I kind of laugh at because it's like, well, does that mean it's because they're having to repair their car because they keep, like, you know, getting in accidents, or because they're actually trying to mod the car or improve it? Funny enough, Arlington, Texas was at the top. Like, what? Really? Okay. Arlington was ranked number 1 with cool cars ranked 0 to 100, or 1 to 100. We're gonna go 0 to 100. 100 being the highest. Cool cars, we've got a 94. Car show attendance, we got a 95. Car magazine readers, 98. Auto parts stores, 56. There's the internet. I don't care so much as an auto parts store. I mean, just make sure there's a local AutoZone or something I can get the easy stuff and we're good. Bodywork, 89. Car audio, 69. And not as important. San Jose came in at 2. South Dakota came in at 3. Like, what? Virginia Beach, Anchorage. We ain't moving to Anchorage. We're trying to go south, not north, south. Funny enough, Salt Lake City, on multiple lists I look at, Salt Lake City is actually listed. And part of the reasoning they give behind this is because, you know, we've got all the mountains around here and all the canyons, so there's great driving. There are really a number of car dealerships around here. We do have most stuff. I mean, we even have a Ferrari dealer. We don't necessarily have a Lamborghini dealer, but we've got some of the other dealers. Like, we've got Makes and Models, which they do occasionally carry Lamborghinis and stuff. Just depends what they have in inventory. Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Fargo, North Dakota, Riverside, California, Colorado Springs. You know, and then of course coming through the forums and stuff, you've got people saying, not California because, you know, regulations. What are we going to do, right? But at the same time, I mean, can you beat the Los Angeles car scene? You've got exotics everywhere. You've got people modding their cars everywhere. Yeah, they are kind of insane when it comes to regulations and what you can and can't do. But, ooh, anyways, we'll come back to that. But then, so for the fun of it, I just tried, like, Googling Southern California car culture or something, or Los Angeles, I forget exactly what it was. But I wound up on this site, and I was just blown away. Let's take a look here. We've got March of 2019. On the 26th, there are 3 different meetups. On the 27th, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 5 or 6? 5 meetups. On the 28th, there's 3. 29th through 31st, there's a whole thing. There's another several on the 29th. 30th, you've got, oh my goodness, I'm not even going to count all those. Holy cow, you want to go to a car show? Take your pick. And we just keep going down day after day after. I mean, look at this: 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th through 14th, 13th. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Like, is there a day that something is... There is not a day when something is not happening that you could go to. Like, for the fun of it, let's just come down to the dead of winter. Alright, so we're in December. We've got the 1st, the 8th. We've got the 13th, 14th, 15th, 20th, 27th, 28th, 29th. For the middle of winter, that's still a fair amount of like car shows and meetups and stuff. And this doesn't even list everything. That's not even listing like stuff like Newport Beach Lamborghini is doing, where every first Saturday they've got their show that they put on and stuff. So that's kind of one of the first things I'm looking at as a requirement. I definitely want to go somewhere that has good car culture. Car culture being there are car enthusiasts around, they meet up, there are good roads to drive on, you've got the exotics around. And so I want to make sure, I really want to be somewhere where there's that car culture and other people that enjoy and appreciate cars. Some of the other things that I'm really wanting to find in a place that I'd move to is I really like a certain style of apartment. I really like the modern industrial thing. Where you take like a warehouse or something and convert that into an apartment or a loft. I really like that kind of thing, especially since you can then mix work and live. You know, you get like the work-live apartments and such. You know, you've got like these ones in Park City where you've got like 3 stories of space. And you know, you've got all this glass, these nice glass garage doors, let a lot of light in. You've got, I mean, you should have decent access to everything. Park City is a little ways out there, but do we have any interior shots again? No. Alright, where's our interior pictures? Here's kind of like an inside shot where you can see the garage door comes in here on the right. And so you'd be able to pull cars right in here. The top area there, you could turn that into like your loft live area. So you have your kitchen, your bedroom, your bathroom and everything. You've also got a whole downstairs beneath there that you can turn into whatever you want. And so for the most part, these places just come as a shell and you can build it out to however you want. And this is nice because it would give like all this space down here in the bottom could all be studio space. And you could have spot for studio, place to work on the car, park your cars and such. And so I really want to find something that at the least has good garage space. That'd probably be my top pick, is something that's, you know, it's mixed use, it can go either way, I can use it for both, and I can really decorate it in a way that I feel like is really me. You know, if we come on here and just look at some of the stuff that I've saved for kind of how I'd want an apartment to look and such, you can see like there's a lot of exposed brick and such, and very mostly modern but also very modern industrial, where you've got brick and wood everywhere and such, and nice open spaces. You've got the industrial feel and stuff. So not so much of this shows kind of like having the workspace and such, but you can see you've got like these nice open areas and such. Actually, this one might. No, that's an office. And so I'd really like to find an apartment like that, but they're either far and few between, or the ones you do find tend to be kind of expensive. So that might be something that I have to compromise on, but there are a few other things that, you know, are a little less compromisable. For instance, I really want to be close to the beach. I really want to have easy access to the beach. I want it to be a very temperate climate, because for me, it helps me a lot personally, because I really don't like the winter. I don't like the cold. I don't like how limited I feel during the winter, because there's not a lot of stuff that I'll go out and do. Whereas during the summer, I can go down to the reservoir or whatever. You know, you can go out to the lake. It's a lot warmer out. You can spend time outside. Whereas here, you know, the days get so short. You're at work all day while it's sunlight out. By the time you get home, it's dark already. It's just no good. So I want to be somewhere definitely south, more temperate climate. One of the last things I care about as I'm looking at places is that there's a good LDS culture, that there's a fair amount of people that are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. You know, that way I've got a good ward around and stuff that I can go to and be a part of, a good stake and such. I have the opportunity to still meet people, and also more people that have my same standards that I'm more inclined to date and such. And so that's something that's definitely important to me, because I want to be somewhere where I can continue to serve and contribute to my church and such, and also be able to, you know, just have people around me that have similar beliefs and such without being too far out in the middle of nowhere or something. And so that'll wrap it up for this vlog. I just wanted to go over some of the things that I'm thinking about as I'm looking at places. Tomorrow we might talk a little bit more about what places I'm actually considering, And probably later this week we'll start getting into the pros and cons as I start evaluating kind of how I'm going to weight everything, and also what cities I'm thinking about, what I'm finding as far as availability, as far as jobs. Ooh, that's one of the other things. I need to go somewhere where, you know, I can get work easy enough, and hopefully good work. Better work than I can find here, because for the most part, Utah's kind of cheap, especially when it comes to developer pay, especially compared to some other places, and especially compared to some of the tech hubs. You've got like Silicon Valley, Los Angeles area. I bet even like Mesa has better salaries, Atlanta, Austin. These areas that have pretty big tech hubs. Utah tends to be on the lower end, really, and some of those places like, you know, most of Texas, the cost of living's pretty low down there, and so, you know, you make more and it costs less to live there, and all of a sudden you're able to stretch your money so much further than you ever could here, or really probably even in California. Well, so that'll wrap this vlog up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification button so you know when my videos go live, and I'll see you guys next time.